Hi, my name is Michaela. I am 33 years old. I haven't been on a date since 5 years. My boyfriend, Peter, died in a car crash and my life was horrible after that. My friends and family have been trying their best. They were always supportive and did everything that they could to help me move on, but no matter how hard they tried, they could never fill the void in my heart. I just feel so lonely coming back to an empty apartment. We had built a life together and he just left me alone. Sometimes I wish that I had died with him. One day my friends came over, Leah and Grace. They said they wanted to make me feel better, so decided to give me a makeover. They did my hair and makeup, gave me a really cute outfit to try. Once they were done, I told them that I was going to change, to which they started grinning and told me that I was instead going on a date. I told them that there was no way I was going on a date. They still pushed me in the car and told me that one date won't kill me, and that the guy is already there waiting. After they begged me for like half an hour, I reluctantly agreed. I went over to this fancy restaurant. I didn't know who I was meeting, my friends didn't give me a name, and they just asked me to wait. So I got a table for two. It was so awkward. I haven't been on a date for so long. I forgot how to make a normal conversation. I was lost in my thoughts when I heard a familiar voice.
Miss Michaela.
I froze for a second. I knew this voice way too well. I've been hearing this voice every day. I turned around and it was my boss. He looked handsome like always. We sat at the table and I kept looking down while he kept smiling. He started asking me general questions and I soon became very comfortable. He told me jokes and I never knew he was so funny. We had a good time. He told me he would like to see me again. I smiled and left. Back home, I felt so guilty for having a good time. I felt like I was cheating on Peter. The next day when I went to the office, I avoided my boss the whole day. He walked past my desk a couple of times and waved at me once, but I awkwardly looked away. He didn't say anything and kept his distance. A week went by and I didn't talk to him except for rejecting his idea of a second date. He was a professional. He didn't make me feel weird about it at work and I just went back to my boring life. Later that night, my friend came at my place to check up on me. We watched a movie and then she asked me why I wasn't giving love another chance. I started to cry. I told her that I hate the fact that I like my boss. Peter did everything for me and it felt like I was cheating on him. My friend told me that Peter would have wanted me to move on and it was probably hurting him to see me like this. She went on and told me that I did nothing wrong and there was no reason for me to feel guilty. She saw that those words were not helping, so she decided to tell me the whole story. She said that I never even asked her how we matched her with her boss. That is when I realized that I was so busy feeling bad that I never even talked about it. For example, I never asked them that if it was a blind date, how he knew it was going to be me. And how did my friends connected with him? I was engrossed in my thoughts and she pulled me back to reality. She said that when I took my friends to the office party 2 years back, they saw the way my boss was looking at me. She told me that he had eyes on me throughout the party but didn't say anything. I asked her, how was that possible? He never did any such thing or made me uncomfortable. She said that it was because he is a decent man and didn't want to push me into anything since I was clearly not ready. I asked her how she knew, to which she replied that she talked to him after the party and told him to go for it. To which he just smiled and said that he will wait till I am ready. I was taken aback. I didn't have a clue. She further added that his family was pressuring him to get married. That is why he asked us to set you guys on a date, and if I agreed, he would love to marry me someday. For a while I just sat there, trying to process all the information. My friend said that guys like that don't always show up. He is respectful of my feelings, knows about my past and knows how emotionally damaged I am, but still insists on being with me. I know it was too much, but I sent him a text. I told him I wanted to meet with him tomorrow. The next day we met at our break room and he looked concerned. He asked me if everything was okay. I stared at him trying to understand this sweet guy. I was so cold towards him for the past week and he is still so calm and gentle. I told him that I would very much like to go on a second date, but the marriage thing is a lot. He told me that we will take one small step at a time and assured me that I will get my space. Turns out I didn't need that much space. He made me love life again. He made me love myself. Gave me a purpose. We are very happy now and soon getting married.